Yo guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Boruto. This episode was called Escape, and oh my god, was it a fun episode. Now look, this episode, I'll be honest, wasn't anything very special, but it was enjoyable. And I'm gonna get into that right now when I talk about the episode. But all for all, I kinda missed the animation from last week. I knew it was only gonna be for that one episode. It was special, but I will say this: the animation this week, it's a little tighter. It feels tighter, it feels smoother, a little bit more crisp. I don't know if they're like, okay, now that we're getting into more of the material that we want to cover, we're gonna up the budget a bit. I'm not positive, but it kind of seems like that. Anyways, so the episode begins with Naruto, Shikamaru, and of course, uh, what's his name, Sai. Ugh. They're discussing what to do with Kawaki and the whole process of, okay, so we know he's considered the vessel. Like, they're discussing the information, and Naruto takes it upon himself to go, you know what, maybe I should go there myself and check on the guy. And everybody's like, why would you do that? Like, you don't know what he's capable of. But Naruto's like, he's a kid, like, I have to go talk to him. And those who read the manga are familiar with the manga, like me. I haven't read all of it, I'm familiar with it. I understand the bond between Kawaki and Naruto. I understand that Naruto feels it's in his best interest to supervey this, only because he feels, well, the dude's a kid. He's running away from Kara. Like, the very least, I should go there and check up on him. I have to. I admire Naruto for that one a lot. Now, when we jump back, we know that they're holding Kawaki at the scientific museum in Kyotan. I don't remember how to pronounce it, but at the scientific research lab, and they're holding him there. They've ran tests on him when he was unconscious, and they've figured out a lot of things. He has multiple cellular division, so he's constantly regenerating. Like, he's pretty much built like an android at this point, like a cyborg ish, sort of, kind of like how Android 17 and 18 are. They're not fully mechanical, but they have mechanical adjustments. They have like these internal grids that allow them to have this like power. Like, some of their skeleton is probably reinforced or even replaced with scientific ninja tools. It's wild, but yeah. So Kawaki definitely is a walking, talking ninja tool. Um, he's trapped, and as they're discussing what's going on with him, the whole group is discussing how it's best that we keep him at bay until Naruto gets there, so he can decide what he's gonna do with him. And it isn't me, or it just seems Baruto is a little meaner than he usually is. Like, he seems like he, as much as he doesn't want to like him, like, he's forcing himself to be at odds with Kawaki just a little bit. That's what it feels like to me. I don't know from last episode if I got picked up anything why that should be a thing. Maybe he's salty at him for blowing up a good portion and almost killing them. I'm not positive, but it's definitely interesting, and it's definitely got me thinking, and the very least. So of course, Baruto is like, all right, well, we're gonna keep visitation to a minimal. And the whole time, Kawaki's kind of having PTSD. He's remembering when his father sold him to Jigen, and how Jigen was like, bro, you're my son now. And that whole fear still runs through Kawaki's body. This whole PTSD of, I cannot let this man get me, because if he gets me, it's over. And then, of course, Sumire, Kawaki, and Mitsuki, Baruto and Mitsuki come into the room to feed him. And his first instinct is to believe that the food is poison. That's obvious it's poison. That they're just there to hurt him. And it plays on his mental health and this PTSD kid, like, where he's like, I can't trust anybody, and I won't trust you guys for my own survival. In my survival's best interest to only trust myself. That's so interesting, especially, like, you think, like, damn, what did this guy go through to the point where any kindness, like, presented to him is considered the same as anybody who's threatened him. At least people who threaten him, he knows that what they are. When kindness hits, he knows they're playing a facade. It's kind of sad that that's where he's at in that regard, but it's still very interesting. So of course he gets Sumire to talk. He causes a commotion. And then right when they leave, because he Baruto grabs his shoulder a little too tightly, Sarada checks him, is like, "Yo, what the hell was that?" And he goes, "Look, I lost control a little. I'm sorry." And it just seemed like Baruto was usually very optimist, but why did that drive you crazy? And I can only assume it's because this involves the karma mark, is why he's so hesitant and why he's so aggressive. But it's still very interesting to see him go in that direction. Now, when they take him to the restroom because he asks, that's his request, he starts observing everything and hearing everything. Like he's studying his surroundings so he can know for a moment when to break free. He hears people talking about the scientific ninja tools. He sees somebody talking about the light grenades and the importance of them and how like easily just they can blind and deafen somebody. So he makes his mission, bumps into them, takes the one of the flash grenades, and then when he was in the bathroom, that's his whole plan, is to use it and to escape. Of course, Baruto and Mitsuki do not really see it coming. They get attacked, they get hit, and Kawaki escapes through the vents. During this whole time, Sumire is alerted that he escaped and he knows of the scientific ninja tools and he got away, and it all hits Sumire when she's like, "Oh my god, he used me. He used me to talk, and from that little informational um a spiel that I gave him, the little tidbit, he was able to plan his whole escape." So, as Sumire is like wondering, "Damn, is this my fault?" She leaves with Nue, and they both go chasing down Kawaki. Eventually, they meet him at the stairs units, and they fight him, and it gets a little dark here. And what I mean it's dark here is during the fight, Sumire is able to hold him down, resilient him, but Kawaki has a ace card up his sleeve, which is he stole a scientific ninja tool, uses it for the wind chakra, blasts her, and seeing her get hurt, Nue shifts into his like tiger form and just attacks Kawaki, like really bites into his arm, really chomps down, and it further shows, like, not only does Sumire not have a good control of Nue at this point, like she's still lacking on that control. It just was so vicious seeing this animal bite down on Kawaki and throw him around. And right when it throws Kawaki around, it breaks the cuffs, he's able to run free, but he even states like, "I'm starving, I haven't eaten, so my regeneration is hella slow," and he's bleeding as he's running away. And his only instinct is, "I need to get far away from Jigen." It's not from Boruto or anybody else, it's just Jigen. He needs to get as far away as possible. This episode, honestly, wasn't too bad. It was a B. I didn't like I don't really think I didn't like anything. I think everything was necessary. It was just a setup episode, so it was nothing against it. But there was just still a little bit of praise here and there. I loved seeing Kawaki's like use of his mind. I loved seeing how he evaluated this whole situation just from a simple conversation, and he planned his escape based off of that. Hopefully, I think next episode we're gonna see Naruto track him down and probably bring him to light, I would say. But yeah, this episode was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I enjoyed seeing Kawaki break free. But yeah, there's nothing really much to talk about other than Kawaki's a badass. He's fucking dangerous in his head alone. And I can't wait to see more of him. I'll catch you guys later in the next episode. I'm sorry this episode seems a little like all over the place or just very straight to the point. It was a straight to the point episode. It was a build up episode. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna freak out over next episode. Anyways, this is your boy Poppy Wolf saying peace out, y'all. I'll catch you later. And remember, 1,000 subscribers.